Okay, so for installing the cross rails, you've got, I have here the two vertical rails that are going to be closest to the cab. This one is actually going to be on the passenger side, like this. And then this one is going to be on the driver's side, like this. So you get a bunch of hardware from Tanu Factory Outlet, and the hardware that comes with it is you get hardware from Vantech that is actually for their rail system, and then you also get custom-made hardware that Tanu Factory Outlet has had made for them to match with the Elevate rail system, and that is this stuff right here. So I'll show you the difference. And these are going to sit right inside of the grooves. So here's the big difference. Here's one of them. So this is what it looks like pre-assembled. So this guy here. Is the short bolt. Short bolt. You have one long bolt, that's for the center of each of these, which then comes through there. So here are my extras. These are for the other two verticals. These are 2 long bolts, 2 short bolts, and our knobs. So here's the big difference. I'll pull open. So for Vantech's rail system, their rail is actually wider. And so you're also going to get this hardware. We will not be using it. So you can see that's the hardware that comes with the Vantech rail, and this is our hardware. So it is definitely a thinner rail, not nearly as wide as the Vantech rail. But the Vantech rail, you have to drill into the bed rails. So since we're not doing that, we use these. So these will stay in here, and this was the other hardware that came with it. I do believe we will need some of this hardware to connect the cross rails, so stay tuned for that. But what you're going to do for these to pre-assemble them is screw these so the front one I screw in as far as it can go. This one needs to be screwed in enough to be able to go into the rail. And this one, and this is the same for this part here as well. For some reason, you cannot screw this one in as far as this piece here. So that's okay. This one goes in as far as it can. It stops right there. And that's on each of the verticals I've found. So I'm going to show you how this works to get it in the system. Okay, so these get turned. So now this guy is in. And actually with this one I'm going to take all the way to the end. So I'm going to put together the other ones and get started on the verticals. But that's one really nice thing about this system is because these can move, you have the ability to slide them back and forth.